then we will. I'm gonna write experiment 2, and last time I said every single one of these squares, these passages were like a moment in time. Like this happens. What do? You do this or this other thing, and so the time passes by, and every passage is like later in time. But now I want to do like a situation where you have to move through different passages, because they will be places, like more like a graphic adventure, where you can like click objects and stuff. Here you can't click objects, but you're gonna click words. So let's say you wake up with the sound of the doorbell. This is gonna be the introduction. It's the mail, finally. You want to open the door, but you can't find your keys. Where could you start looking? So now, instead of doing options, giving options of like actions, I'm gonna give options of spaces. So what I want you to do now, what I am gonna do now, it's to create like a triangle of 3 different rooms that are gonna be connected. So I have your bedroom, your kitchen, and the bathroom. No, like the living room, let's say, because that's where the door is. The living room. Living room. So I have 3 rooms. I can go to whatever rooms. So first of all, I'm gonna do the scheme. I want every room to be connected with the others. So the kitchen has to be connected with the living room. You can see that if I start typing, the program shows me like, maybe you want to write this. So you can just press enter. And I think the other was your bedroom. Yeah. So now the kitchen is connected. So I need to connect the others too. I want, like, I can go from the kitchen to the living room, but I can't go from the living room to the kitchen. You can see that the arrows only point one way. I want every arrow to be pointed both sides, so I can move from any passage to the other passage. And so I'm making like suddenly this is not like a story, like a classic story. This is more like I'm designing a space. So you have to think about it different. So your bedroom is gonna be connected with the kitchen, the living room, sorry, and your kitchen. And the living room must be connected with your bedroom and your kitchen. I just realized that for some reason, your bedroom, your kitchen, but the living room. Why? I want them all to be called the same. So what I'm gonna do is just change the name here. Here you can see the title of the space of the passage. So I'm gonna change it here to be your living room. And when I do this, it doesn't alter the scheme. You can see that here it just changed because I changed the name of the place. In every other place that I named this, like I'm referencing this, it changes automatically. This is very, very nice. So if suddenly, oh no, I don't want the kitchen to be called your kitchen, I want it to be called wherever, I can just change the name and it will change everywhere on the project. So now I have, I'm gonna try this. So you can see, you wake up, blah, blah, blah. Where do you start looking? So I can go to your bedroom. So from here, I can go to your kitchen. From the kitchen, I can go to the living. To the living, I can go to the bedroom, and like that. I can just move around on the spaces. So what I want to do now is to create a puzzle. A puzzle is like some sort of mystery that you have to solve. So for making a mystery, we will need a lock and a key. This is called, they are called like that, like metaphors. Like you always call them the lock and the key, even if it is, I don't know, maybe you need to go to the exam, or you want to ask out a person you like to a dance, and the key, that's the lock, and the key is the courage you need to ask out that person. For example, it doesn't need to be like exactly a lock and a key. It can be like metaphorical, but in this case, I am gonna do like the door and the key to open the door to the mailman. So I'm gonna write a small description of the place. Your kitchen it's really nice. It's small and nice. It has a window. Sorry, window. And a table. And the living room. This is important because here it's the lock. So the living room has a sofa, small table, and of course, door. The door is gonna be the thing that we want to open. And I want the keys to be in the bedroom. So your bedroom has your bed, wardrobe, though most of your clothes are lying in the floor. There's also posters, anime posters, and a drawer. So what I'm gonna do now is I want some of these words to be clickable. So what I'm gonna do is a wardrobe. I want it to like click it. No, I'm gonna do anime posters. I want to click anime posters and that it shows me something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write, this is coding, woo! I'm gonna do link reveal, and I'm gonna say the word I want to click, it's gonna be anime posters here. this is the word I'm gonna click. I close the parentheses, and between brackets, I'm gonna write the word that's gonna be revealed when I click anime posters. So when I click anime posters, I want to appear next to it something like anime posters that you have had in your wall since you were 12, for example. So what happens now? Like the sentence was, there was also posters and a drawer, but now the anime posters, it's a link. So I'm gonna show you how this looks. You put play, and you see, oh, anime posters is now a link. When I click it, you see that you had on your wall since you were 12. You can also make the word change. So instead of, I'm gonna do a, it has a table. It's actually not a table. It's more like, I don't know, a cube of wooden, a wooden cube. I don't know. Or I don't want to say that it's small and nice. I want, I want to say that instead of small and nice, it is actually big for you. I don't know. So I'm gonna do a link replace, and I'm gonna replace small and nice for smelly and nice. Oh no. So you always work like this. You say what the link is gonna do. In this case, it's gonna replace the word. So it's gonna replace the thing I put between quotation marks, and the word is that it's gonna appear when I click this. It's the thing I put between brackets. So this looks like this. It's a small and nice, but when I click it, it says it's actually smelly and nice. So you can make like small jokes, like for example, yeah, the exam was great, and when you click it, it says, well, it actually it's okay, I just approved, and it's nice for dialogues because of that, because you can make like someone say something, and then when you click it, it like says it again, like with different tone or something. I don't know, you can make weird experiments. So programming, is there any question so far? Something? No? I will move on to the difficult parts if we are done here. I'm gonna try it out. Yes.
When you open the, okay, because this is a new Twine. I'm not familiar with this Twine. It looks really new to me. When you open the passage, there are all those buttons on top. Are you going to be able to explain some of them, or tell us where we can find out about them?
I could. I'm gonna do a new passage to show. I'm not super familiar with this either, because as I said, it's really new. But as far as I could try it out the other day, I actually made a Twine for a contest like very not long ago. Oh, this is nice. I forgot to say this. Every time you enter a passage, you have like this little text that says you can write here. And oh no, now I can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna do another one. Double click this passage to edit it. When you erase that, you have like a lot of information here that it's really cool. If you don't remember something, it says like, oh, double bracket for making a new passage and stuff like that. Some of the things, okay, I have a text. No, I don't really need a text. If I do this, wherever I put here, it's gonna be bold. This thing, you can see that it says your text here, so this will be italics. This is bold. This is like, sorry, like with the line on it. I can't say that in English. You can change the color. Like if you want some part of the text to be another color, you do it here. This was on the little color circle. You change the text. You can change like the underlined. You can put a gradient to make it shine. And you can do this just to a single part of the text or to the whole passage. So if I put add, you have all of this text, like text color is purple. The background is a gradient from this color to this color, and your text here. So here where you have your text here, you write colorful text. So when you try it, you see the effect only on that part of the text. What else do we have? I don't know what this is. The styles are the things I said before. Like you can do animations, like making it rumble and stuff like that. You can put. This is making me nervous. Sway. You can put smears, outlines, shadows. These are all visual stuff. If you want something, I want this one. Cool. So I put add, and again I have a code. The codes are always in color. That's really nice. Text style. It's superscript, that it's like small letters. It has a shadow and it has a movement that it's sway. As you can see, you can like read the code. It looks awful at first sight, but you can actually like just read what it says. And your text here, so here you put animated text. And there are a few more things. This is just like Word or whatever text. You can do bullets, list, stuff like that. Here are the links. Like what I said, a link reveal, for example, or go to this passage or stuff like that. Link reveal. I want to make a link reveal. I have this. I think it's so much easier to just write link reveal that I don't use that option, but you can look at it here. And there are a few more stuff. Like these things you need to like, I don't know, like read them, because they are like more like complicated stuff. There is here the Open Hello documentation. If you click here, you have like everything. Like, how do I do this? How do I make, I don't know, whatever. But this is like a lot of information. I think you usually like learn one of these complicated things at a time. Like in one jam, you learn how to make I don't know, weird transitions, and in other jam, you learn how to do other stuff, and you can try to click and experiment. The if, it's really nice. I'm going to talk about this. An if, it's something that happens a lot in programming. Like you ask, if I do this thing, then other thing will happen. Like if I step on the water, my feet are gonna get wet. Programming is like that. It's always like an action and a consequence. So you can say here, like, only show one part of the text if this condition is met. So what condition do I want? The player came to this passage, I don't know, exactly 2 times, or more than, I don't know, it's a hallway, and I want the player to, I don't know, if the player went more than 2 times through that passage, through that hallway, sorry, I want a text to appear that says, oh, I have already been here, or the player has visited this passage so many times, or this is nice, for example, so many seconds have passed since this passage was opened. So, for example, you can say, I open this passage, and 3 seconds later, a text appears suddenly that says, oh no, whatever, like a scream or something that you want to appear. All of a sudden, you say, I want this. 2 seconds. This is nice. I'm gonna try this because it's cool. I'm gonna add it, and it says after 2 seconds, this will appear. So it's gonna say, ah. I'm gonna try it. So I open it and I wait, and you say, ah. And this is really cool for surprises. And the other if, I'm gonna show it right now. I want to put a key. We had the bedroom, the kitchen, and the living room. I want a key and the door. And I want the door to open only if I have the key. Do I have the key or do I don't have the key? So let's say I have a bed, a wardrobe, but most of my clothes are lying on the floor. So I want to click on the word clothes. So there's another thing I can do that it's just right click. Sorry. I think it is, sorry, link. Like that. And I want this word, closed. Close. It's gonna be a link. And I want to show me a text that it's gonna say in one of your trousers, trousers pockets, you found the key. This is a text that's gonna appear when I click on clothes. I'm gonna try it just in case. Sorry, this should be, I should have put it here. I always forget this. In one of your trousers pocket, you found the key. Sorry, all of this should be on the sentence. There. Most of your clothes are lying on the floor. So I want, like, this works. Yeah, I found the key, but how do I make the programming? So I'm gonna put here another thing, like all of this thing that it's on brackets is the thing that appears, that happens when I click on close. So I am also going to write another programming thing that is set key to true. What does this mean? When I write something with this symbol, with this dollar symbol in front, this is a variable. A variable, it's like a notepad that you have. You know, like when you have a journal that you can write stuff like how much money do you have for the month, or what things you have to study for the exam, or when is your friend's birthday, or if you're happy, stuff like that. And you can check them anytime. And you say, oh no, how much money do I have left? You can go to your notepad and check it and see how much do you have. This is just like that. You storage information on this thing, and you can check it how that information is. So you can have a variable that is, yeah, how much money do you have, or whatever. In this case, the variable is the key. Do I have the key, or do I don't have the key? So if I don't have the key, the variable is false. And if I have the key, the variable is true. It's called like that. Like if you have it on, it's called true. And if you have it off, it's called false. So what I do is...
Sorry, we have a
Yeah?
question in the audience.
Yes.
Mutaminwa, you can ask your question.
Sure.
I was wondering, is it possible to like nest? Okay, so I can see that after your link, or in the text that's revealed by your link, you've set the key to true. But is it possible to like nest multiple links together? So maybe there's a link reveal, and then in the text that's revealed, there's a different link.
Yes.
And just keep nesting action.
I'm gonna show you that because I did that already. I think it's here, for example. No. Like you can have like stuff like that. One thing, which it is, I think it's this one. Like you can see on the bottom how many brackets are closed. That means how many things you have nested. I'm gonna try an example. Here. No, on this one. I can have a link reveal that says hello, and this is gonna do more things. I always do this. I always put the two brackets and send one to the bottom, and I'm gonna copy this part so I don't have to type it every time. So link reveal hello. Inside of that, I want to have another link reveal that says how are you. I close the parentheses and I open another brackets and I send this one below, and I say I'm fine, but no, sorry. I wanted to have another one, so another link reveal. I'm fine, but close the parentheses. Another bracket, and I leave the bracket to the end, and I put another one. I wanted to talk to you. I'm gonna end here. Close the parentheses, another bracket, And I don't need to. This is going to say, I wanted to talk to you about something. So this would look like, hello, how are you? I'm fine, but I wanted to talk to you about something.
Nice, thanks.
You can check, like I said, I always put all the brackets on the end. So you can check when you click one, it underlines the part that it's inside that part. So I know if I click hello, all of these things are inside that hello. And all of this is inside the how are you. So yeah, you can like nest a lot and have a lot of fun. So
Thanks.
no worries. So I set the key to true here. So now the key is true. Cool. But how does that affect our door? So I want this door to show me, I want this passage to show me two different texts for the door, depending on, do I have the key or do I not have the key? So this is when I put an if, that I can type it or I can just look at it here. If the variable that it's called key is, it can have like a number or a lot of stuff. In this case, it's a Boolean. Boolean, are called the variables that are true or false. They have only two options, so they are called like that. And the value is true. I add this, and you can just type this, right? You can just type if key is true. The text, it's gonna be, you open the door and you, I'm gonna put another link to the ending here. So between double brackets, you talk to the mailman. And this is going to be the end of the story. But what happens? Cool, this is if I have the key. Key is true, I can open the door. What happens if I don't? You type else, just like that. Or else, the door is here, but you can't open it without your key. And I'm going to put the ending so I can try this. You got your mom's letter. That's so cool. So I'm going to try this. You wake up. Where do you start looking? I go to the bedroom. I see things, but I don't click them. So I go to the living room. I go to the living room and the door is there, but I can't open it. I go to the kitchen. I start seeing, okay, it's smelling nice. No, I go to the living room again. I still don't have the key, so the door is there. I can't open it. Go to the bedroom. See some anime posters and I see clothes. And in one, I found the key. So now I go to the living room and yeah, I have the key so I can open the door and talk to the mailman. And yeah, I have the letter and the end. Here on the back, you have like a lot of stuff like says like, okay, I have one variable. Got it. The only game was awful, but the process was so fun. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to do impressive stuff. It's like a moment for learning and enjoying and creating like in cooperation with other people. I don't know, that's the fun part. I try to always like learn something new. That's my not to make something impressive, but to learn something. So I say, oh, now I want to make a horror story, and that's my goal. Or I want to, I don't know, just make pixel art instead of drawings, or I want to work in a team with, I don't know, people from other country. So yeah, can I? You need to again make me share screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's see. There it goes. Does it work now?
Let's see. Yes. I can show you now the how the thing ended up being. Like this is something I didn't said. The game is going to start in this passage that has the green rocket, and you can change that. Like you can click any of the passages and go to the 3 points here, 3 little dots, and you say start story here. So now your game is going to start here. I want to change that back, but this is the beginning. I'm going to test it. So we have like the rooms. I have a bedroom, but I am not going to click them just yet. So I go to the living room, and the door is here, but I can't open it without the key. So I can still go around, and if I go back again, it's still locked. And you can see here below that it says a lot of things. It says 0 variables, so you know that the key is not there yet. So I'm gonna go to the bedroom, and I'm going to click on clothes, and now you found the key. So if I go back to the living room, hey, I can open the door and I can talk to the mailman. And yeah, voila, and you can see here that the variable key is now true. So this is like the debug console. You can see the stuff that is happening underneath. And one really nice thing that Twine has is that it corrects you, like your grammar, like the programming grammar. So you say, oh, I have to type a link, reveal. I don't remember how it is, so I'm gonna just put link reveal all together. And it says blah blah blah. And I forgot to put the word between the brackets, so I'm gonna try it like that. And it says, oh no, I have this huge like purple square that says this link reveal should be stored, should be doing stuff. Like, okay, this should appear before of a hook. So how is this? I have the parentheses, and next to it I need to have the bracket thing. And if I do a mouse over, you can see what the word is. Like this part, it's not properly written. So it just says, oh no, this is your mistake. And I don't know, let's say I forgot to put this, but I do remember the bracket. So I'm going to try like that. And it's probably going to say, oh, okay, you should give it a string. A string is the thing between the question marks. So it always says like, hey, this is written poorly. This has a grammar mistake. This has I don't know, like it says it's kind of obscure because you need to like know that, okay, a string is the thing between the question marks. But at least you know that, okay, this is the part that it's not properly written, so you can go and see, okay, what did I do wrong? Oh, I missed this part. Now it should work. Ooh. So it might sound like something silly, but it's actually really important to have like this big square saying, hey, you have a mistake here. And I should show you how to export this. I don't know if you, how are you? Do you have questions? Do you have anything to show? If not, I can, every jam game has loopholes. Yeah, sure. And if you make one of these stories, you can just, if you run out of time, you can just say, oh, if I open this drawer, you die, and like that. It's okay. You missed quite a bit. Oh, you have the recording, or you can ask me on Twitter, maybe. I'm gonna show you how to share this thing. Let's say this is done. Like it's done. The story works. I have a small puzzle. I have these experiments here that are not connected to anything, so these two passages are not going to appear for the player. I'm going to export this. Okay, so I go to this little arrow here, and I can say publish to file. Cool. It's the last option. So I'm gonna put it on the desktop. It's called escritorio in Spanish, and it's going to be called Common in Game Workshop. Okay. And you put save. Sorry for the Spanish UI. And oh, sorry, I didn't put the. I thought this was. It has to end with HTML. Sorry, letters are hard. HTML. So yeah, it's going to go opening game. .html. Save. And you have this file that looks like, it's gonna look like your browser. And if you double click it, you get the game. This is the game. Like, this is the full game. It's just this little thing. And you can upload it, for example, to itch.io. itch.io. I use itch.io for putting my games because it's like Facebook but for game devs. And you can play games, you can buy games. I don't know. These are all games from friends of mine. You can browse, you can do stuff, and you can upload. So I'm gonna say upload a new project here in Create. You upload a new project and you put the title. It's called Little Adventure. You can put a short description. I think you have to do this for the jam, right? You have to, yeah. It's a game. It's not downloadable. It's an HTML we set, so it's the second option. And here in uploads, you upload files. And this, I'm not sure if I can just upload and HTML. I think I do. I can. I'm gonna try it out. It looks like it's okay. This file will be played on the browser. From all of these options, you put this one. The file will be played on the browser, this game, and you can write some details like, oh, I made this game with my friends, this and that, and we made it for Women Game Jam, blah blah blah, and you can put it like draft on, etc. I'm gonna watch it. Loading game for the first time. Run game. Woo! Here it is, and it's online. Right now, it's like it says draft here because it's like it's secret. So you can go to edit game again and put it public, and then when you save, you can just share the game with everyone. And that's how you publish your game, and woo, you have a published game. What else? Do you have an itch.io account? Yeah, it's really nice. I have an itch.io, and I also have Newgrounds. Both are really nice. Both are free, so wherever you feel like it. There are a lot of free and cool games, and a lot of indie game developers like uploading their stuff, and I know it's really nice to discover weird things, and you can like let's see. You can browse like games I want, visual novels, yeah, and I have stuff. Okay, there's a lot of sexual stuff, so I'm gonna go away. But yeah, you can. I'm gonna show you a little bit more of. There is a Twine collection here that it's these are in Spanish, but there are a few in English. Let's see. David T. Marchand, David, you would say, Marchand. It's my programmer, and we work together, and he's like the best Twine writer I know. All his Twines are in English, so you can check. And he makes this really weird stuff, like for example this one does this nested thing, and you can click and click and click, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's really fun. And bigger and bigger and bigger. This one, it's really nice because, well, it has this little effect, and it also doesn't have like description text. It's just the actions. Order food, don't order food. I'm gonna order food. Order meat, order vegetables, or pasta. Eat the pasta, don't eat the pasta. I'm gonna eat the pasta. I'm gonna not clean my face, and I'm gonna wait. And I get 1 minute, 10 minutes, an hour. Ignore the steps on the hallway or get close to the door. This is really nice, like on a narrative level, because it doesn't describe the scene. It just tells me how can I act on reaction of something. So even if even if it is not telling me, oh, you hear some steps on the hallway and you get nervous, you have the action that it's ignoring those steps or get close to here. So just with these actions, I can know the things that are going on. So I'm going to ignore the steps. Welcome, Sergeant. Point out the injustice of the situation. Regret having signed that law. Appeal to your old authority. Remain silent. And only with these options, like you can infer all the situation going on. I'm not going to spoil it. This one also has like weird stuff. I don't know how to program this, but you can click the images and they all tell you stuff. What is skimmer B? Who is skimmer B? This is a really nice example of this replace thing. Like he asks, what is, and the text corrects you like who. Okay, it's not a thing, it's a person. Wires, not, are actually veins for the energy of a vital system to flow. Transistors, no, they are actually an organism that adapts. A machine of making decisions, a machine of reasoning concepts, a machine of being rights. And I don't know, this is really good also, like on a narrative level. So you can check this to get like inspirations. I'm gonna show you like this person's HIO. You can check the weird stuff he does and get some inspiration.
Mer, for the last thing, would you be able to show us how to add pictures and make pictures links? I don't think you showed us that.
Yes. No, I didn't, because I'm always unsure about that. So I'm gonna check how did I did it. This is something that happens like in the best families. Sometimes you like check how you did something in the past to like how did I did this? Oh, this is chaos. I'm gonna try it. Because I also think that there is a way of doing this with the new options. How? I should have checked this before. Give me a second. No, this is not. Because there are like many ways of doing this. You can just call it from your from a folder.
Yeah, if I remember, yeah, it needs to be in the same folder. I mean, as
be on the same folder.
Yeah, then you just
there's like a more efficient way, but I don't remember how the more efficient way is. So I'm gonna show you like this. You need to have like this folder with your project, and your game is gonna be called index, just because that's the way HIO demands it. And you need to have all the images here and not move them. And like you call them with this formula that I'm gonna look here. Oh God, this is too big. Sorry, here. this is the code. Like, I don't know how this, they are not brackets, they are like little more and less signs. I don't know how you call them in English. But if you put IMG SRC, sorry, equal, and the name between question marks, the name of your image as it is called on your folder, and it should load it. I'm gonna copy this here, and this should be like image name. Like that. And when you, oh, by Lontia, sorry. And when you upload the game, like in this case, for example, this little code like loads the image that I have on my folder, right? So while I'm on my computer, it's okay because I'm here. So if I press play, okay, it broke for some reason. Why that happened? I don't know why that happened. It seems like I changed something from the last time I did this. But okay, the thing is that for uploading this, like you have all the images on one folder, and the HTML has to be called index. So when you upload this, what you do is right click and you make it a zip. You add to blah 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 dot zip, and you zip it, and for somewhere it should be the zip. Yes, and you upload this thing like a zip with all your images, and the game must be called index.html, and this is what you put on the I don't know, here in edit game. Instead of just putting the HTML, you have to put the zip that it actually says here. Upload the zip containing your game. There must be an index.html file inside the zip. Something else?
We're almost done. I don't know if people have questions. Yeah, if anyone has questions.
Bum, bum, bum.
I think I'm good so far. I think questions will come when like I try out stuff on my own.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. But this was really cool. It was super cool, super fun. Thanks, Mer.
Thank you. Thanks to you. I'm glad.
Yeah, it was really fun. Learned quite a lot. Twine looks like it's so exciting. So I can't wait to use it.
Yay! Yeah, it's really fun. I saw like when I learned it, I was like, I wanted to tell like a lot of interactive stories. Like suddenly I was like, oh, I can make a story where you can do this or this other thing, and then you can choose your path, and I was like so blown away.
Exactly, because I'm just thinking like, oh, I could make so much. I could just create so many stories.
Yeah.
Thank you so
and
much.
It's thanks to you.
Yeah.
You can. I'm gonna put my Twitter. You can just like write me. If you if you have like some problem or whatever. I think you also have like mentors and stuff, right? But in any case, I am there.
Yeah,
The
thanks. So
DMs are open.
going to follow you right now.
Thanks. Everything, almost everything is in English. There are sometimes I do it in Spanish.
Well, thank God for Google Translate, even though it's not so great.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, I have friends from all over the world, and yeah, we can translate each other. It's really fun.
I have a question.
Okay.
How long have you been making Twine games for? I don't know if you said it.
No, I didn't. I learned in 2016, but I wasn't making my own games. Like I did a couple experiments, but I was very like exigent with myself. It was like, no, this is not good. This is not good, and I would never finish them. Don't do that. Just finish stuff. Don't be so rude with yourselves. But I was like that, and so I did a bunch of things, and I didn't publish. But I started teaching those things because I had like I've been an art teacher for years. I went to art school, art university, and everything. Yeah, thanks, Fiona. And yeah, so I decided to start like teaching my students how to make twine because I thought it was cool. So I made a lot of twines with my students, and we made like projects together, and like I had like paper cards with options, so we would play on paper and then we would translate that into twine and stuff like that. But I started like publishing games, I think publishing twine games, I think last year. I did a few. There is one in English and another one in Spanish, and I have one that it's secret because I did it for a contest.